Once upon a time, in a big green grassland near the forest, lived a little ant named Andy. Andy was the hardest working ant in the whole field. Every day, from sunrise to sunset, he collected food, grains, seeds, and tiny berries to store for the cold winter ahead. "Winter is coming," Andy always said. "I must be ready." But not everyone around was as hard-working as Andy. High up in the branches of a big oak tree lived Sammy the squirrel. Sammy loved to jump, play, and spin in the air. He would chase butterflies, roll in the leaves, and swing from vines all day long. One morning, Andy saw Sammy lying on a tree branch, nibbling on an acorn. "Sammy, shouldn't you be gathering food for the winter?" Andy asked. Sammy laughed. "Winter is months away. There's plenty of time to collect food. Why work now when I can play?" Andy sighed, but didn't argue. He had work to do. Days turned into weeks. The air became cooler, and the leaves turned red and gold. While Andy worked harder than ever, Sammy still played. He chased falling leaves, jumped in puddles, and took long naps in the sun. Then, one morning, the first snowflake drifted from the sky. Winter had arrived. Andy stayed warm and cozy inside his tiny underground home, surrounded by his huge supply of food. He had more than enough to last all winter. But Sammy was not so lucky. His tree was cold and empty. There were no more nuts, no berries, no seeds. The snow covered everything, and he could not find anything to eat. His stomach growled. "Oh no," Sammy whispered. "I should have collected food when I had the chance." Desperate, he scampered down to Andy's house and knocked on the tiny door. "Andy, please, I'm so hungry. Can I have some food?" Sammy begged. Andy looked at his friend. He felt bad for him, but he also knew that Sammy had been warned many times. "Sammy," Andy said kindly, "I worked hard all summer to prepare for winter. You had plenty of time to do the same, but you chose to play instead." Sammy hung his head. He knew Andy was right. "I made a mistake," Sammy admitted. "I should have listened to you. I promise to work hard next year." Andy thought for a moment. Then he smiled. "I will share some food with you, but only if you promise to help me next summer." Sammy's eyes lit up. "I promise. I will work just as hard as you." From that day on, Sammy kept his promise. When spring arrived, he didn't waste time playing all day. Instead, he helped Andy gather food. When winter returned, both friends had enough to eat and plenty of time to play in the snow together.